before this video starts, I want to make something clear that I used a mod called 1.7 Animations mod, which will really help you with sword blocking. Links in the description. That out of the way, enjoy the video. Right, hello guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to perform a proper sword block. So when you're in a PvP situation, sword blocking is a very good method in how to win your battle. Basically what it is you take your sword, you sword block and hit at the same time. So it may look like something like this. It would look like the sword is going through your head on your character, and it looks like your sword is like dancing, whatever you'd like to call it. Basically what that's doing is it's making the game think you're blocking and hitting at the same time. I'm pretty sure when you're block hitting, you're doing less damage or something like that, but you're like giving them more knockback. Because if you do this and then you S tap or W tap, you can do S tap to go backwards, it resets your knockback, because when you're moving, you're slowing yourself down and going forward at the same time, basically increasing your knockback. Right, so this is going to be our arena, and this is going to be our little test dummy. This is my friend, he's one of the staff members on my server, Wave. There we go. Right, so I'm going to use him for later, so you'll see him later, but right now, this is going to be the test dummy. So I can see this, can't hit them, but I do damage, but it's invincible. So I'm just going to take the sword. Basically, how you want to approach this is you want to make sure you've got your sword out, and you just want to, basically what I would do is I would run, and then go to the left, and then do this. And basically that's something called comboing. If you do more knockback, which sword blocking would be a good starter because it does the extra knockback. But when you're starting, you want to hit them. What? Jump? You could jump. That would increase your, damage, but you have to time it, that's the thing. So I don't really recommend it if you're not a good timer. I would sometimes jump, but depending on your environment, that's quite important, because you might be like a roof above you, or you're in an area where there's lots of stuff around, but this is nice and flat, so we can test it here. You just approach it, you jump, you do this, and then they'd fly over here, and then you'd hit them, then sword block, and try and keep them away from you, and that would develop a combo, which could really help you in your battle to do more damage. It'd also be better if you have like some high CPS. See, as you can see on the top left, I'm getting about like 8. I'm quite rusty right now, but I can get about sometimes 9 if I'm feeling a lot better, but not feeling that much right now. And then you do this, I would increase their knockback, doing more knockback to your character, and basically doing more hit points, which is very good for a battle. You could also just do it without it, but it'd be nice to get some sword blocks in there at the same time, so you can obviously increase your, like damage and knockback. That's really the basics, and I'm going to be showing you how it is on a real player. So here we are in the duels game mod on my server. I'm going to be using this as a test area, so you can see what I would do in battle. This is how I usually do it. Right, so I'm going to be fighting my friend over here, and what I'm just going to do is /duel, and then his name, and then I'd pick how about standards, and we'll do, I'll send him a request. So I'm gonna fight him. I'm quite bad right now, so he might win. But so I would gap up if you. Oh, didn't mean to break the map. But you would basically do this as you've seen earlier, and do that. So that's how you would do it. I'm gonna turn off my game mode just so I can show you getting hit. So this is how it's gonna work: is you'd take damage, but you would do the strafe. You do that, and then sword block so you can keep up your momentum. Do that. You would obviously be healing up and all that. Recommend you heal if you're taking a bit of damage. But the left strafe is the most important one, because it does the most damage. And sword block, if you struggling, if you're doing lots of combos and you want to try and keep your combo, it'll eventually stop. But if you, for instance, sword block, you're keeping it, and it's basically like if you added a connective onto a sentence, it would keep it going. So that's what you would do. So I don't know what he's doing. I think he's gapping up, but make sure you regular heal, just so you survive the battle most of the time. So yeah, is really effective in battle, and that's how you'd perform it. So we're just gonna try this again, just so you know definitely what you're doing. So just gonna do /dual swimming sword, and we'll do classic, because usually people would like to practice on classic. Now classic on my server has no healing, so this might be a bit harder to understand, but yeah. So just try and it'd be really classic build is really good to test your strafing, because it's all about keeping alive and trying not to get hit. So like that. As you can see, I was left strafing and he could really not hit me. That's like the point of the strafe. But yeah, that's really all you need to know. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.